old hat. Ooh, some Turn 5. Get your merch from us.
If we have any.
Anyways, let's start the video.
All right.
Today, we got a car for you.
It looks really familiar if you've been subscribed for a while, because it's a white Alltrack.
We used to own one, and now we have another one.
Yeah.
Just for a little while, but we have with us a 2019 Volkswagen Alltrack SEL Premium. This one's dirty. It's got some bugs because we've been playing with it.
For sure.
It off-roads.
Yeah.
It kills bugs.
It's good at that.
And it's fairly fun to drive.
You know what it reminds me of?
Our other white Alltrack?
No, it's a poor man's Panamera.
Ha! Awkward high five! All right, 2019 is the final iteration of the Volkswagen Alltrack.
I'm sad to see it go.
I am sad to see it go as well. It has, for a wagon, it has beautiful lines, good aesthetics, a great drivetrain, and probably one of the two best engines that Volkswagen currently makes. A 1.8 liter turbo. I'm not saying it's the fastest or the absolute best. I'm saying reliability wise and every man's engine, it's good. If you can see Tyler right now, he is smirking at me because he wants 800 horsepower and a V20.
I want a V20. Is that a thing? Yeah!
All right, continuing the exterior, this one has a beautiful rim setup. It comes, I believe, on every one of the Alltrack SEL Premiums.
I do believe so also.
It has, what do we got new for 19? It has the...
I don't know if it's necessarily new for the year, but it's newer than your 17.
Right, it has the headlights that
actuate
back and forth, up and down, according to your steering input. It has this awesome thing that we'll show you called Park Assist. We have never used it, but we're going to use it for the first time for you guys, and we will show you how easy or probably difficult it could be to parallel park with a button.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting.
It does have a beautiful panoramic roof.
As you can see, it's the length of the roof. It's the whole thing, which is awesome.
The only thing that kind of bugs me about this Alltrack, it could be the prettiest wagon that they make if it would bulge out the rear wheel wells a little bit.
Kind of
just give it a little bit more beef.
Like the R or the GTI hips.
Right, and we were talking all the way down here. So this has more height.
Yeah.
1.4 inches.
That's a pretty big gap right there.
That's pretty substantial. I mean, that's pretty good. So do you always have to sacrifice? This is our question to our viewers. Do you always have to sacrifice height for sport or sport for height? Is there a car, a wagon, that'll give you the best of both worlds? You can do a little bit of off-roading. You can't really call it off-roading, but it also looks phenomenal. Think of like a Audi, is it an Avant, the wagon?
Yeah, they're Avant series of like the S or the A4 and the A6 and whatnot.
We want somebody to make something that's as utilitarian as this and as sporty as that.
I would love that. And you know what's also nice? This car still has real tailpipes.
Look at this. In a world, we live in a fake world, right?
It's fake?
People have fake personalities. People have fake body parts. And cars have fake tailpipes, right? Look at this. It has real tailpipes.
They're
like
very
a car
little.
is supposed to have.
They are very little, but they're real.
They're real. I'll take real ones, right?
Yes. We got a nice old motorcycle coming by.
What do you think we show them some on the inside?
Sounds good to me.
Oh, let's first start with one of my wife had an Alltrack, 2017, but the same basically spec as this. And we moved up to a Tiguan SEL Premium R-Line, blah, 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 title about this long, right? Out of all the things that she could miss, this is the thing that she misses. To open up the trunk on an Alltrack, a Golf, there might be something else that opens with it.
Jettas. Or the Jetta Sportwagon.
Okay. Put your thumb like that. Well, now I screwed it up. Pull it up.
And
it is a cool quirk to a Volkswagen.
It is very nice.
While we're in the trunk, do you want to share with them some trunk stuff?
Sure.
So this trunk,
it's 30-ish cubic feet.
A little more than 30.
With the seats up.
With the seats down, which is something very cool that you can do. You click this little button right here. I don't know if you click it or you pull it.
And then there's another one here. And they both just flop
We just
down.
doubled the interior cargo space. We're over 60 inches.
60 inches?
Over 60 inches. You and I...
It becomes a bed.
Even with this little privacy screen, we could come in here just like this.
This is getting interesting.
You could come in here and have a picnic.
You could. And this would be your table.
This could be your table. I mean, I think we just found a new use for the back of an Alltrack. It has a lot of storage space, no pun intended. It is somewhere in between the Outback and the Buick. What is that car? The Buick Regal.
Is it a GX or something?
Their wagon. This is kind of where this car competes, is in between those two. And this interior space is a mix in between the two.
You got out pretty easy.
That was pretty easy. And it comes with the patented Volkswagen cargo protection system. So you have these little dealy bobs, which I think that we have shown you before, but they Velcro onto here and you can put your groceries in there and keep them safe when you're bopping around.
Going through the twisties and going as fast as you can.
Back seat wise, let's get these back. They fit back up there really nicely. Super easy, super useful. Okay, I'm ready now.
Okay, good. We were waiting.
One of the problems with the Alltrack is you do sacrifice some rear legroom. It's really meant for kids, you know.
Or adults not going on long trips.
Right, so my knees are hitting the back of the seat, and Tyler likes to sit further back, but this is his seating position where he likes to sit. Headroom, ample, very good. You do not feel claustrophobic because you have this nice panoramic sunroof. You got the black leatherette interior. It is not true leather, but I guarantee you it will last twice as long as real leather, and it feels and looks very nice.
One ding to the interior. I wish this was soft touch. This is, as you can hear, hard plastic.
You don't want to rest your arm on there too much, but you can down here.
Yep.
It's not quite as ergonomic as you might want it to be, but it's okay.
And as you can see up here, this one's soft. Like, it doesn't knock, it's soft.
And inside of the cabin, you have the normal Volkswagen amenities.
It's the same as pretty much every other Volkswagen they have available.
The Alltrack does have the DSG transmission. It is something that we missed terribly in our Tiguan.
The DSG?
Yes. You could also get this with a manual transmission, and if they still made this and you could order one, I would order it, if it was for myself, with a manual transmission.
I agree.
Save the manuals.
Yeah.
Let me hop around. We'll show them the beast inside that is known as the 1.8. This is the standard Volkswagen 1.8 liter TSI engine that is in a lot of vehicles. A derivative of this engine was in both of our Audi TTs, the 1.8 liter. Yep. With it, you're getting 168 horsepower. You got a turbo on there, so you're getting power at the right time. It's got more torque than horsepower. It has 199 torque, foot-pounds of torque, pound-feet of torque.
A thing of torque, a unit of measure.
And everything fits in here nicely, and it's an easy engine to work on.
It is. You can fit your hand in. I would reach in there, but it's hot. So, but you can fit anywhere in there without really compromising your fingers.
Speaking of being hot, do you want to make the engine a little bit hotter?
Sure.
All right, let's do it.
And we're back to life.
Here's what you do to make this car fun. You can either go get groceries with it, or you can go get groceries with it. You know how you go get groceries with it?
How?
Watch my hand. Drive. Sport.
Ooh.
Manual shifties. Hands on 3 and 9, just like they teach you in driving school. Then you take off. We're off-road. Ooh, ooh. Hang on. We're in sport. We are off-roading currently.
See, we're on the dirt.
So, you really hate to be in the wrong mode.
Yes.
Can you just feel the grip of those tires?
I can feel it so much. Oh, we're back on to pavement.
Eco, throw that mode away. Normal, okay. Sport?
Yeah.
Yes, please. So just listen to this. It's fast.
It is quick, for sure.
For a wagon, it is fast.
Can really feel all that torque being utilized.
You have quite a bit of body roll.
Yes, you do.
We're not going crazy here.
You can tell this is probably more geared towards it being a grocery getter rather than a sports car.
But if you want to put it in sport manual mode, it is pretty fun.
It's also pretty impressive. I like driving this a lot. It's one of my more favorite Volkswagen products to drive. It's not as good as my GTI, but I also like the sheer speed and power of the GTI compared to the Alltrack. But the Alltrack's relatively close, wouldn't you agree?
I do. It's a bummer that this car is going away. You literally can't buy a new one anymore. But if you can find one on the used, nearly new market with a manual or the, well, it comes with the DSG, but preferably the manual transmission, it is worth picking it up. And if you see one on your dealer's lot, you know that they're trying to get rid of it.
Yep, because it's not offered anymore, so they're gonna give it away.
We owned one. We owned a 2017. We had that for 2 or 3 years. We loved it a lot. There wasn't really anything that we didn't like about it. The reason why we got rid of it, 2 reasons.
What were they?
We like new cars.
Yep.
And my wife wanted to be back to being higher up off the ground. So the extra 1.4 inches that this offers,
compared to like the standard Golf,
she wanted to be a little higher. So we upgraded to the, it's like the Koenigsegg, but the Volkswagen Tiguan version. You know how it's like Koenigsegg?
Oh yeah, when you spell it.
Yeah.
I thought you were trying to compare like quality. I was going, oh.
Well, I mean, it's probably got like, yeah, quality-wise and speed-wise, it's probably like 1/20th. So it's not bad.
But I do, talking about Volkswagen's quality, I do love their quality of all their cars. They all have a very, very, very similar interior, but it all feels nice. And then like just the definitive latching ability there, it all opens and closes nicely. This opens nicely and it's, you know, sturdy. Everything is usable on a regular basis and it's not gonna break. It doesn't feel chintzy at all.
I have never had anything on the inside of the car break. And we have owned multiple Volkswagens.
Yeah.
So I would say quality gets an A+.
Yes.
I would say engine department, they probably get a B for me.
I think pretty much every Volkswagen should have the GTI engine.
If they put the GTI or the R engine in this, I know it would make the price higher, and I think if you cross the pond and go to Europe, you can probably get it, or could have at the time. If they put that engine here, these would sell like hotcakes.
Because it's for the sports car enthusiast, but the sports car enthusiast can really use it for everything.
If a sports car enthusiast is getting a wagon, they're getting an Audi.
Or a Panamera.
Or a Panamera. The Sport Turismo.
Oh, yeah.
But today we're talking about the Volkswagen. Settle down.
You got me all excited again.
I think that's a pretty good our take on what we feel about the Alltrack. I really like it. I'm sad to see it go. It's a little bit like the Beetle, where I believe that the Beetle ran a very long life, much longer than this, but I feel like it has not lived past its life cycle yet. I
think they're just messing with us, and I think this is sheer optimism that the Alltrack will come back. But maybe.
I mean, I guess you guys will have to stay tuned in, and if that ever happens, we'll let you know.
Yeah.
All right? Well, thanks for coming along today. I hope that gives you some review of how the Alltrack is. To live as a daily driver, we've had this one for about 1,500 miles. We had it for a couple of weeks.
Yep.
And we really got to test it out, and I love it. Especially if we were going to stay with the Alltrack from our 2017 to 2019, there is enough difference to upgrade to the 2019.
Well, you got the bigger nav screen, and then you get the headlights that do special things, and they've upgraded the little things, and you notice that they upgraded that.
The other thing this has is park assist.
Oh yeah.
So as we leave you guys, we have not used the park assist to parallel park, but we're going to find a place that we can parallel park, and we are going to learn how to use it with you guys.
It's going to be interesting.
Well, let's hit them off with the awkward high five.
If you like the video, make sure to click the button, the like button,
and the subscribe.
Yeah.
And as we leave, enjoy us using the park assist.
Yeah.
What do you say we go parallel park this thing?
Hey, look, conveniently there's a spot.
I'm a little bit scared.
Me too.
So I'm gonna go up to like where I think I should go.
Yep.
I'm gonna hit this park button. Okay, now it says to go forward. Okay. Now we're gonna put it in reverse. Auto steering active, check surround area. Okay, we've checked.
Okay.
We're gonna
the
go
wheel
backwards.
is cranking and we are backing up.
This is a little bit scary.
This is terrifying. Look at that. And
now we'll go forward.
Oh, it's turning for you.
Look at the park pilot.
And
are you kidding me?
look, there's a car, there's a car.
We literally have not, this is the first time we've ever done that.
Yeah, and it was kind of terrifying.
But easy.
Super duper easy.
That deserves another awkward high five.
Woo!
Alright, now before we really leave you guys, we're going to play a little game. It's called How Many Eco Warnings Can You Get to Come Up on Your Car? We'll play a little music montage.
Alright. You should give her a rev though. I think we might get one.
Let's get one. Oh, do not press the gas pedal when stationary.
Huh. That makes sense.
Okay. You know what else is the fun one?
What?
If you open up the sunroof, turn on your air conditioning.
All the way on full power.
You probably can't hear us anymore.
And we're gonna have to, I think we have to roll down
No, that's another one.
Oh, that's
Roll 'em
another
up.
one?
Yep. Okay,
all right.
Bear with us for a second. Let's cut to where it comes.
Okay.
In Eco Tip, climate control on. Close the sunroof.
That sounds pretty smart.
Eco Tip, climate control on. Close windows.